YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, and I hope you all are safe and healthy. For today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a build that is a great solo heroic build, and it's very tanky and it has a lot of DPS. It's just good to run and gun with. So we're going to start it up with the gameplay, then follow it up with the build breakdown.
Nearby hostage situation detected.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that gameplay. Here is an overview of the build. We are running 4 pieces of Foundry Bulwark, 1 piece Fenris, and the exotic Memento backpack. For the specialization, we went with the Gunner Specialist. Mostly went with this for the armor on kill, but I also think the Firewall would be a great option if you got the shield that gives you the extra damage when the enemies are in front of your shield. For the primary weapon, we are going with the named Honey Badger, the Savage Wolverine, which I think is a very underrated gun. Personally, the Honey Badger is one of my favorite guns anyways, but this is the named version, and it comes with the perfectly close and personal talent, which says killing a target within 7 meters grants 38% weapon damage for 10 seconds. For the secondary, we went with the Scorpio exotic shotgun. This thing is just too good not to have as a primary or secondary weapon. It does a lot of damage, and it offers all the status effects for that crowd control. Moving on to the first piece of gear for the mask, we're running the Foundry Bulwark mask, and we've got armor, headshot damage, and a headshot damage mod rolled onto this. For the chest piece, we went with the Fenris chest piece, which is going to give us 10% assault rifle damage, and we've got weapon damage, headshot damage, armor regen, and then a headshot damage mod. And the talent we chose to go with is Intimidate, which says, while you have bonus armor, gain 1 stack each second, up to a max of 7. Each stack increases weapon damage by 5% to enemies within 10 meters. All stacks are lost when you have no bonus armor. And guys, Intimidate, it did get nerfed a little bit, but with the Memento, we're going to have bonus armor at all times, or 99% of the time, so still such a great talent to use. For the holster, this is going to be our second piece of Foundry Bulwark, which is going to give us 10% total armor. Then we've got more armor and then headshot damage rolled onto this. Moving on to the knee pads, we've got our third piece of Foundry Bulwark, which is going to give us 1% armor regen, 50% shield health. Then we've got armor and headshot damage rolled onto these. For the gloves, we are going with our fourth piece of Foundry Bulwark, which is going to give us that makeshift repairs talent, which says whenever you or your shield take damage, 20% of that amount is repaired to both over 15 seconds. And then we've got more armor and headshot damage rolled onto these. And last but not least, for the backpack, we went with the exotic backpack, the Memento, with a headshot damage mod on it. Now, as I always say, most of you guys know what this backpack does. It is very good. Kill the enemies, get the trophies, and get bonus armor, armor regen, skill efficiency, weapon damage, all that good stuff. For our skills, we are going to go with the Crusader Shield, which is just going to offer a little bit more survivability. And then also for me on console, it makes aiming at the head a little bit easier. Now, if I could go back, I think I would go with the Firewall specialization and use the Striker Shield, I believe it is, which gives you extra damage to enemies within 10 meters. For the second one, we're going with the Striker Drone. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but it's a great distraction. Okay, guys, let's take a look at the stat sheet. Now, we elected to go with the headshot damage route, and we are at 153 headshot damage. Now, this build is not mid-maxed. I believe we will be up over 160 when we decide to max this build out. And I also tested, if you do decide to go with the critical hit chance route, you can do that, and you will get max critical hit chance. However, for me, the critical hit damage was so low that I just felt like I was getting more out of this build by running headshot damage. For our defensive stats, we are at 1.8 million armor. We've got 177,000 armor on kill and about 22,000 armor regeneration. And of course, this is not taking into consideration what we're getting from Memento and the bonus armor. So just a ton of survivability on this build, guys. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, be sure to leave me a thumbs up as it really helps the channel grow. And if you're interested for more content like this in the future, be sure to subscribe. Remember, life's a gift, but it's not always wrapped in a bow, so always stay dedicated and keep grinding. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next video.